Good morning, everybody, and welcome back to the Engine Builder Show. I hope everyone had a great holiday weekend and ready for this today's show. On today's episode, we'll be talking about how to get high quality people on your email list. As always, the show is brought to you by Business Marketing Engine. If you need unique marketing solutions to scale and grow your business, check out businessmarketingengine.com. Now, let me hand it over to our host for today, Gabe. Hey, Gabe, good morning.
Good morning, Jethro. Good morning, everyone. Hope you had a good holiday. It was a nice, relaxing weekend for me. And we just finished up. We just celebrated Christmas here in the States and around the world. So whenever you're watching this, I'm just grateful that you've taken time to tune in here. And as I always, I know I talk about this a few times in the show. At this time of year, I always kind of reflect on what's working, what I want more of, what I can improve and optimize, in the coming year. And one of the things that has always really served me well over the years is email marketing. And as an example, before I kind of get into the specifics of how to get good people on your list, I finally I've never kept track, honestly, but I started keeping track this year of the revenue that I was able to generate from my email list. And this year, I generated about $250,000 of revenue off of a list that is right around 3,000 names. It was about 3,000 names earlier this year, and I've actually cleaned it up a little bit, so it's actually closer to like 2,200, maybe 2,500. Um, and so I just share that. I share the numbers because you don't have to have a massive list to get massive results. You do have to have high quality people on your list, and you do have to be consistent in how you email market. And that's definitely something that we practice here. It's something we help our clients with. And when you have the right people on your list, you're able to really serve them well and also grow your business and generate a lot of revenue. And so one of the things that works well to build your list is creating a high quality resource that you can share with people. And when I intentionally said a high quality resource because I think there's plenty of PDFs, white papers, swipes that people give away to opt in on their list, and it's not something that they've actually spent time on. They've not invested time and effort in it, or they haven't had their team build something. It's really just a copy and paste or something that they spent an hour creating. And while sometimes that works, I believe that when you put a lot of effort in up front and you create a great resource that's really going to solve someone's problem, then they're going to be able to really value that, use that, and it builds trust in the relationship between you and the person that's subscribing to your email list. And I always we say internally, humanize the click here at BME, because we know that there's actually a person clicking. There's a person putting their email address in, and your list is not just a list of numbers of how many people or emails on it. It's actual people that are looking for resources and support and help. And so when you treat it like that and you really put a lot of effort into the resource that you're going to build and provide, they can tell that, and that kind of effort comes back to you, tenfold in my experience as well. So having that high quality resource that you're going to give to those people that opt in is definitely a good idea. And a little bonus tip that we always do for our clients as well is take that guide or that PDF or that video that you were going to share with them, and then break it down into maybe 5 to 10 pieces and just spoon feed that same content to your list, that when they opt in, because you'll get much higher open rates and people will be able to, in small digestible chunks, learn the information that you created, as opposed to, it's foolish of us to think that if we just give somebody a PDF or that longer video or whatever resource we want, it's foolish to think that they're just going to sit down and consume it all the second they opt into your list. So if they don't, and you just say, here's the PDF, or here's the resource or the tool that I gave you, and you just give it to them once, and then you move on to the next thing, they'll never have been able to engage in that content and use it and get benefit from what you created. As opposed to if you just chunk it down into little bite-sized pieces and you give them a little bit each day, then they'll be able to absorb it, learn it, utilize it, and you're really serving them at the highest level that way, which is what's key. So number one, create a high quality resource and definitely spoon feed it out, drip it out to them in little chunks so that they can absorb the important pieces one piece at a time. The second way to get high quality people on your email list is go on other people's podcasts. That's where you can talk about, hey, here's a resource I created, or if you'd like to join my email list, then here's the things I talk about and things I share. And so going on podcasts that are in and around your industry, not just directly in your industry, but those that are kind of other supporting industries or things that are similar or additional services that people that you want to work with may be using. Those are great things to do because it gives somebody a chance to get to know you, hear your voice, see your face if it's video podcast, and be able to really understand who you are, and then you can offer them to join your list and be part of your online family, as my friend Brian Kurtz says, and I've adopted that same language too. The third thing is ask frequently, and promote getting on your list. A simple way to build your list is to consistently talk about it. Say, here's what I'm talking about tomorrow. Here's the resource I'm giving away. Here's what we're going to cover this week. I do that fairly frequently. It's something that I'm improving and growing into. And every time I get really great people on my list, and when I talk about it on social media, or when I talk about it at an event, or I share it when I'm on a podcast, I get a handful of people on the list that really want to be there and know who I am. And that's the type of person you want on your list. You want high quality folks on the list. Another great way to do it is you can advertise about the resource that you have or the guide that you're giving away and have people opt in, and that way they'll be able to receive it and join your list as well. So what's key with building your email list is just to be consistent over time, as with all things in marketing, and the way that we like to help our clients approach things here at Business Marketing Engine is really just that consistency. And so figure out a method that works for you and do it consistently, and that's what's going to help you build the list. And then ultimately, just as you send email marketing, whether you're having somebody else do it for you, because we always help our clients write their email content and send it out, or if you're doing it yourself, just remember that content should speak to one person. Think about that one ideal client or that person that you really want to serve, and write the content to them so that you're able to just really speak their language, serve them, and help them. And over time, as you continually build that relationship, those are the people that are going to begin to know, like, and trust you. And they're going to be willing to invest money with you, come to your events, and engage in webinars you have, check out offers you have. It's really a long play, but the more touch points you have with that person, the more that they're going to trust you. So again, kind of just top level, 3 things to get high quality people on your email list is create a high quality resource that you can give to them, something that you're really proud of, that it will really solve their problems and is really valuable. Number 2 is go on other podcasts. You can talk about what you're offering. You can ask people to join your list there, and then just ask. The third thing is just ask frequently through advertising, or you can do a list swap, or you can talk about it consistently on social media. And so with that in mind, if you want to see the kind of things that I email and share, how we help our clients grow through what we share every day, you can go to gabeswords.com. So that's plural, gabeswords.com. And you can opt in there, and you'll see the last thing that I sent out. And you'll also be able to get the few emails that we send out each week. So hopefully that's useful for you. Again, building an email list is one of the most valuable things you can do for your business, because you can begin to control your revenue. You can control your marketing, and you have your own, warm list of people to market to. And so I'd highly encourage you to invest in that this year. And of course, if you need help, reach out. Jethro?
Thank you, Gabe. And that's it for today's episode on the Engine Builder Show. Thank you so much for tuning in. If you like our content, then please hit that like, follow, and subscribe. And hit the bell as well if you want to get notified when we go live. Again, if you want to grow your unique business, head over to businessmarketingengine.com. And we'll see you again tomorrow. Thank you, everybody.